It's been over a week since we covered a scary video, so now it's time to do 13 of the creepiest Craigslist ads from a channel who I haven't covered in a while. He's been killing it on the YouTube still, Mr. Effing Nightmare. If you guys haven't subscribed to this guy's channel, do it as soon as you can. Craigslist, boy do I have some experiences over there. Been a while since I used their service, so let's see some of the creepiest ads they got to offer. Seriously, subscribe to Mr. Nightmare, he's one of the best. Volume 2, we missed the first one.
This was an eye-catching post made in 2014, though it was eye-catching for the wrong reason. The advertiser states that he's seeking an unpaid young houseboy that will care for him, but he had to note that he meant in a non-sexual way. He also notes that he's a 55-year-old male who lives alone with his cat, but even if that isn't slightly concerning considering he's seeking younger males to live with him, he claims to have had 3 houseboys before. This could leave one to wonder whatever became of them.
They definitely didn't die. They're definitely not dead.
This man's picture mirrors something straight out of a serial killer playbook. These kinds of ads are the very likely ones to be leading to something far worse than would appear on the surface. This was the listing for a bed frame that a subscriber named Rich sent to me and actually responded to. Firstly, right off the bat, the ad looks a little sketchy.
Sure.
Starting off with the poor grammar and misspellings. Next, the poster claims that he's not storing the bed frame in his house anime, but rather
only
behind
available
his storefront.
at night.
Begs the question, why? Also, where is this storefront? What does it look like? If these weren't red flags enough, Lauderhill, the town in which this ad was posted, has an extremely high rate of crime. Rich explained in his email to me that he comes from a very poor background, and even though he saw the red flags in his post, he was willing to drive over to the location he received after texting the number on the ad. He drove to the location at 10:30 p.m., which turned out to be a closed-down looking thrift store. He stepped out of the car with the engine still running.
Oh my
dude. He moved straight for the bushes next to the storefront, where he could easily see 2 men hiding. He got back in his car and drove away and recorded the ad.
Did.
Oh, it's... Damn, man.
Good.
That was a close call.
Good use of
This
eyeballs.
was an incredibly creepy Craigslist post of a man looking to start an all-female band, specifically consisting of women aged 18 to 21.
Oh
You could just
god.
assume by the looks of the ad and the man himself that
We're
he
afraid of
strongly considered typing 16 or 17 instead of 18. The ad calls for young girls who aren't afraid of older rocker dudes telling them what to do.
Oh, God, man. What a terrible call.
The picture on the
this
separate
guy.
listing. The guitars and amps can really draw your attention away from the gross carpet, messy bookshelf, and bottle collection.
I hope no one
yeah.
fell for this
The
shit.
last picture,
My
the man
God.
for some reason thought it was a good idea to capture his bandaged up foot in frame.
I hope no one fell for this.
Apparently predatory Craigslist ad.
Yeah.
targeting women.
Jeez. I really hope no one fell for that crap.
I really do
There's a section on
too.
Craigslist called Misconnections. This section is home to personal advertisements, which arrive after 2 people meet but are too shy or otherwise unable to exchange contact details. Like everywhere else on the website, weird things are posted in this section, such as this ad. The ad was posted by an anonymous man who seemed to be stalking a young boy. He said in the ad, "We've met on several occasions. Well, we haven't formally met, but I've seen you. You like to wear that Mets hat a lot.
Does no one report
If you
these?
like daddies, hit me up." The post actually included 2 photos of the boy on candid camera, one in a grocery store and one outside in a seemingly wooded area. The
Wow,
boy
these
looked
are
to be no older than 14.
very public.
The ad was taken down the
Creeps
same day
out
it was
there. My
posted.
God.
Oh wow.
This ad was posted in January of 2014 in Australia during a major heat wave. Temperatures were reaching up to 114 degrees Fahrenheit in certain regions, so this ad probably seemed like nothing short of a miracle at first glance. The ad offered free ice cream to anyone in the area, claiming they were doing it out of Christian courtesy.
Nice.
The ice cream truck would be parked in a location that would only be disclosed to people who contacted the poster.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
One
Christian
person
of
did
you.
end up contacting the poster of the ad, and was told to meet up at a certain parking lot outside of Kings Park.
Okay.
The boy and his brother, who answered the ad, who said they arrived partially just to see if it was legit or not, did find the ice cream truck in the parking lot. But 2 police cars were also parked alongside it. It turned out the ice cream truck was stolen. The refrigerators in the ice cream truck were turned off, and the ice cream was melted.
Creepy. Creepy.
Ew.
Oh,
This one
dude.
wasn't disturbing in the same sense of the others on this list. It's just creepy. This was an ad posted by a 26-year-old asking for a female roommate who he would waive the rent fee for only if they were willing to create some kind of romantic relationship.
Oh,
Being that this was a guy posting on Craigslist, proud of his openness of his intentions, it's likely he may have wanted more than just a relationship. Possibly some more immediate services. There's a lot of these kinds of
definitely.
posts offering free housing for young women for relationships or open minds in return.
Must be sexy and open-minded.
In July of 2015, the FBI arrested 39-year-old Nathan Bryan for allegedly trying to solicit children for sex by advertising his babysitting services on Craigslist. Federal investigators suspected that Bryan was using the ads to gain access to kids, though this wasn't enough to prove that he was guilty of anything. So the FBI posed as a father who was offering their child for sex on Craigslist. That's when they were contacted by Bryan, warranting his arrest. This was one of Bryan's many Craigslist postings where he advertised his babysitting services. It may not seem too bad on its own, but knowing who was behind this listing is what makes it truly horrifying, and that any other listing like this one could have been created by someone with completely masked intentions.
Dude, why would you ever want to mail the babysit?
This is
Like who's above the
man who was
age of
sentenced to
21
death
or
for the murder
something.
of 3 men who responded to an ad he placed on Craigslist for a non-existent.
Dude, this guy's from a different
He
century.
was also convicted of the attempted murder of Scott Davis, a man who answered the Craigslist ad, who was then shot in the arm while escaping from Beasley. This is the only screenshot that could be found from the specific ad that he posted. The ad said, "Wanted, caretaker for farm. Simply watch over a 700-acre patch of hilly farmland and
Simply.
feed some cows. You get
Simple.
$300 a week and a nice 2-bedroom trailer.
That isn't a bad
Someone
offer.
older and single preferred, but we'll consider all.
Not
Older and
Location is a
single.
must. You must have a clean record and must be trustworthy.
A drifter
This is a
preferred.
permanent position. The farm is used mainly as a hunting preserve, is overrun with game, has a stocked 3-acre pond, but some beef cattle will be kept. Nearest neighbor is a mile away. The place is secluded and beautiful. It will be a real getaway for the right person. Job of a lifetime. If you are ready to relocate, please contact ASAP. Position will not stay open. 3 out of
Definitely
the 4 men
didn't.
who answered this ad were shot dead by Richard.
Wow.
This is another misconnection.
Damn,
post
these
seeking
are
another
building.
unknown
This list is delivering.
as the poster, or stalker rather, has the young girl's address. He even posted a picture of the 14-year-old girl's house. In the post, he wrote, "Dear Sarah, you don't know me yet, but I've been watching you these past 2 weeks. You are a beautiful girl who needs to be taught certain things, and I could teach you those things.
No.
I could give you all the money you could want, and much more.
What the
I
fuck?
can promise you nothing but an amazing life if you choose to run away with me. The
Why?
rest is just both his and her personal.
No.
Now this ad was
No.
screenshotted by a few people before it was flagged enough
Thank
times to be
God.
removed.
Oh, Jesus.
I was never able to find more details, such as if the family was made aware of this, or if the poster was found, or even if it was just some kind
How
of...
horrifying.
Ugh.
This ad was posted on June 10th, 2014, under the free stuff section. It advertised a free couch in good condition that would be put out on the curb around 10 p.m. In a normal neighborhood, this would seem like a lucky find.
Yeah.
However, this ad was posted in one of the worst areas in Detroit, and one of the most dangerous times to be
Detroit.
wandering the streets.
This is the
Not to
Don't
mention
Breathe
that
house.
anyone living in the area that this ad was posted in would not be looking to give a couch away, rather looking to make any penny possible off of it. This was a screenshot taken of the ad by someone who came across it. There's no way of knowing if someone actually fell victim to this, but this ad just had too many red flags about it. Most likely a group of people waiting for a naive victim to rob or harm, like the bed frame listing mentioned earlier in this video.
Robbery.
This Craigslist post was an alleged
Tulsa
confession
murder.
of a murderer
Whoa.
who was gloating about his first killing to the people of Tulsa, Oklahoma. It said, "I wanted to thank Tulsa for letting me have my first kill. It all started here, so I was thinking it should also be my first. I was nervous as hell, but I will get over it. It was a stranger on stranger kill, so the police will have a difficult time. It will not be my last, though. Thinking about going to Oklahoma City for the next." This wasn't the only ad of its kind to pop up. In fact, there was a second one that I could not find a screenshot for, which apparently showed a picture of the victim's body and the poster gloating over his second killing.
Oh my
This one took
God.
place in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And while it didn't mention a link to the first post, it seemed like too much of a coincidence. This is a rather strange ad by a young man looking for a roommate. Visitors to the ad would be greeted by this picture, which looks like something taken from a horror movie.
Awful shot.
They likely would not take this ad very seriously and would never dream of taking this guy.
Never touch the shower curtains.
Now, if that intro picture isn't
closed,
enough to creep
you
someone
come
out,
get
some
me.
of the rules and aggressive writing of the news
Oh
should do it.
God! Whoa!
Ring the bell on the
Holy
picture.
crap.
You have to go to bed no matter what time it
What
is.
the
I do not like people staying up late. You may have a friend over, but if they speak too much, they must leave. I like peace and quiet. No Indian visitors.
What?
Never touch the shower.
Native American or
My
East
poor cat, so you can shower.
East Asian.
There's two other pictures.
Never take the bags off my
One
windows. Better yet,
with
don't
the
step
car
into my
over
room.
the window. This ad was legit. Let's hope this guy never found a
That's
roommate.
an album cover.
This last ad was very open about its poster's intentions. It's titled "Cannibal Looking for Willing
No
Victim."
way.
This ad
Cannot be
included very
real.
graphic, blurred images that would give you a good idea of what exactly was going on to the victims. The ad said, "I'm going to be very open about my intentions. I am a cannibal and I'm looking for a willing victim." He even uses the word victim. If it has been your dream to donate your body as food,
Oh
please contact me
my
as soon as
God!
possible. I will not be torturing you. or
That
providing
is
you with
crazy. That is
Think of this as sharing your
crazy.
generosity with somebody else.
Oh my.
I can't believe this.
That.
Damn. I thought these were all gonna be from like the men seeking women, like
Yeah.
that section. I thought it was all the personals, all. I thought those were all that was gonna be from.
Yeah, casual encounters of men seeking women.
I did not think it was gonna actually be
Oh.
like. Just,
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That was surprising.
This was an experience.
This is one of those videos where I was like, okay, if this is all from like the hookups creepy section, I'm not sure if we'll put this on YouTube. This was like weird sales advertisement sections. That delivered. Mr. Nightmare, he did it again with a wonderful narration, great editing. Mr. Nightmare kills it. All right, so I guess you can break this down into some categories. You got like roommates, services, job opportunities, free shit, misconnections, and then proud killers. What category should we talk about first?
Oh, I mean, we gotta build up just like the list did. Why don't we start with the missed connections, just because that's like the Craigslist stereotype.
Yeah.
And let's get the icky stuff out of the way first, because both of these were about people being like, you don't know me, but I know you, and here's a bunch of details to prove that. Let's meet up. I
mean,
don't care that you're underage.
That's number 10 and number 5.
Number 5.
The man stalking the boy, taking a photo of it, and
That's hot.
the man stalking the young girl. Honestly, some of these, not in this specific category, but some of these are like laughable in the sense of just, I can't believe someone would try to get away with this. There's ways you can trace this back and try to, if this gets really dangerous or out of hand, you could easily be caught. Some people do fall victim to these things. Now, I've never fallen victim to anything like this, but when I was younger, I have agreed to and responded to like some really bad Craigslist ads in the past that have really screwed me over in so many ways. So as much as I like sometimes will laugh when I'm watching this, I'll also think like, oh, but when I was younger, I've definitely made some stupid decisions with Craigslist, you know?
Like that time you tried to join the all-girl punk band.
Yeah.
I've never done a Craigslist opportunity, but I feel like something in that sphere would be the most likely to get me.
It's like these guys want to be caught. The misconnections ones with the stalkers and just publicly putting it out there, it's like they want them to know. You know, like, and then, I don't know, there's like some weird rush or rise they're getting from it, some weird, sick, sadistic high or whatever. I don't know, the whole criminal profiling psychology aspect to this.
It just doesn't seem like there's any self-awareness of going like, what if I was a stranger reading this? Would this come across creepy?
This is their way of getting it out of their system. The services and job opportunities ones, that's where I think people can fall the easiest to being a victim of these kind of things, you know?
Yeah.
I've fallen for it many times. Actually, Postmates, the first time I got a Postmates job is when it was a Craigslist ad. That was before Postmates became what Postmates is today. So that was one of the few legit ones. Guys, go to Craigslist to find yourself a job during COVID times.
Hey, you can still make it work for you.
The one with the punk band, like from our perspective, you see that, and I don't need like the Mr. Nightmare creepy music and everything. If I just saw it, I'd be like, oh, don't trust this guy. But there are people, especially young girls, who would be probably vulnerable to such a thing, you know, especially when you're looking for an opportunity or something, even with like the babysitter one.
Oh god,
like that one's really creepy. Very creepy. It's just if you're a guy above the age of 21, I would never just ever ask you to babysit. I just immediately my mind just goes probably a pervert. That's where my mind just goes every time.
I mean, you don't even see that many male house sitters, but yeah, like an adult male babysitter who's like, my services are great and I prefer to do overnight shifts. Again, even if you're trying to sell yourself as a professional, these people don't seem to have any suspicion radar.
It's weird enough. It's like the ones with the services and job opportunities categories are the ones where the guys have been actually caught, like the groundskeeper murderer. That was fascinating. I love how his pitch sounded good. I admit it. Like that actually sounds like a really relaxing gig. Out in the middle of nowhere, he's got to feed some cows, live a relaxing, quiet life, get paid $300 a week.
The second that ad got to the part where it's like, it's all just game animals on this land, I was like, you're trying to hunt people, aren't you? And then sure enough, I feel like whoever this guy was is probably living out there trying to do his most dangerous game fanfic or LARPing experience.
Well, they show the photo of the victims, and they all kind of looked a little similar in appearance, which is not unusual and not strange. It's just interesting to see like the kind of ad that type of person was attracted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then of course you got like the roommates one, which that doesn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of, you hang out with your friends and you go across like the casual encounter section to see what like weird shit's on Craigslist. Or you're just an individual looking for a hookup, whatever. You do things when you're 18.
And don't be ashamed of it.
Like me. Okay, so it was number 13, number 8, and number 2 with the houseboy. The one like, I got houseboys. I've had many houseboys before. Not creepy at all. I just love the way he just tries to like too much emphasis on it, man. You got too much emphasis. If you want to lure some little kids in, this is way too much emphasis. But then I'm like, how did he get the other 3 houseboys if that is legit?
And what boys are hanging out on Craigslist being like, man, I need to go serve a person out there. I need to get a gig housekeeping for an older guy.
Poor kids who need some work. I started working when I was like 13 years old.
He did promise a private suite. And the angle of if you want to get away from your parents.
Like the number 8 one, the 26-year-old asking for roommates for a free relationship, that is the least surprising one on this list to me.
Yeah.
I've seen so many kinds of like, especially on the like the sexual side of Craigslist, who ask for these weird ads all the time. It's creepy. It's still creepy. That doesn't negate the creepiness. I'm just saying that's the least surprising one to me. I don't know who falls for this, but I have to imagine that he's playing some weird law of averages here. 1 out of 1,000, someone's bound to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Him and the punk band guy, I have to imagine that they're just going, I'm just going to state my way this needs to be, and someone out there will be okay with it, and someone will probably have the type of personality where they maybe want someone to dominate them in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly. And there's something out there, man. There's someone out there who's willing to say yes. And then you got like the number 2 one with the strict rules. And I'm not gonna lie, as weird and creepy as it is, I thought it was predominantly just really funny. It's so ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if that was just someone pulling some weird trolling prank on Craigslist.
Really well.
It is just so insane.
Someone found like an abandoned house in the woods, took a couple pictures and put up an ad.
And if you're willing to be that roommate, you're insane.
You've earned everything you've brought your way by answering that ad.
Because there is no masking in that ad.
Don't take the trash bags off my windows. Don't have guests who want to talk at all.
No Indian people.
No Indian people.
Just like, this is the most overtly insensitive ad. And, all the other creepers are trying to come across like they're not creepy.
Yeah.
Even to a certain extent, the ones with the misconnects are trying to come across like they're not creepy when they are.
Yeah.
This guy ain't covering anything. If you agree to that, you're completely at fault. All right.
Literally going, here's my creeper ass lifestyle, and you got to be 100% okay with that, and the $250 room is yours.
That's what I thought was so funny about that. It's because I'm like, well, whoever fell prey to this, that's their problem.
Well, there's a theme I think of overcompensation, because like in the free shit, like in those ads, especially with like the ice cream truck. Where they're like, we're Christian, we're super Christian, and we're motivated out of our Christianity. And I was sitting there reading that going, you seem like you're trying to hide an ill intent.
Yeah, most of them are. And like, it was weird how the free bed frame one and the free couch, there's 2 very common things here. One is like, free furniture item. The other one is after 10 p.m.
After 10, yeah.
Both say after 10 p.m. on that. The sad part is, someone could easily fall prey to this because a lot of that is very real. A lot of that's true. A lot of people put out free items all the time on Craigslist. You can go and pick it up. I've done it before, and I wasn't like assaulted in any degree, right?
Haven't been murdered.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, it's pretty easy to fall for that. I do think it's important that you gotta check the neighborhood, and then the after 10 p.m. part is the most darkest time of day.
Yeah, I know. Well, and yeah, come to the back of my like all these excuses for why you can't put this thing in a normal environment at a normal time of day. Like, come to my abandoned thrift store.
You gotta be wise, man.
Yeah.
And then the Proud Killers one is like some Mindhunter, David Fincher kind of crap, you know? The Tulsa murderer.
It's chilling. And the fact that the Oklahoma stuff popped up after that.
Yep. Yep. The one with the cannibal one. Now, I've heard about this stuff from like dark web discussions of people who are cannibals, and then some people offer up their services. I've heard this version of a story many times before.
Carnivore fantasies are real. Cannibal fantasies. Yeah.
Someone who wants to die and is willing to like sacrifice their body to give it up to sometimes it's spiritual, religious related, and it's creepy. What makes it creepy is it's just on fucking Craigslist. It's just, I said dark web. This is Craigslist.
What makes it creepy is that it's Craigslist A, and B, it's one of the most mind-breaking propositions on here, because if you're laissez-faire about it, it's a transaction that if these two people are consenting and they want to, cannibalism is illegal, I believe. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there really wants this, and this ad could go through.
100% cannibalism is illegal.
I mean, I would assume, but some laws are just so out there that it takes the first time to really address it in legalese. But I'm sure there's, we've already had famous cannibals.
All right, guys. Well, Mr. Nightmare, you knocked it off this list. Which one creeped you out the most? If you liked our reaction, hit the like button. If you like Mr. Nightmare's video, hit the like button. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell to get notified whenever we got a new YouTube video up. Keep recommending some fun, creepy videos for us to react to, because we enjoy these. As sadistic as it is for us, you guys enjoy them too. Last but not least, Lance Dorr. Now, Lance, my friend, I know you're getting married, okay? With a wedding coming up and how expensive that's gonna be, and maybe having more children along the way, things are gonna get pricey. Now, a lot of people will go to Craigslist to try to save some money. You're in law enforcement. Now, you're not a policeman, you're a firefighter. I'm asking you, dude, wherever you go for any Craigslist opportunities to save yourself some money so you can keep providing for your family, bring your axe with you.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, have it on hand. Bring your fire truck with you.
Yeah, the whole truck.
Have it with you on hand.
Connect to a hydrant just in case.
Make sure every meeting is by a hydrant.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm trying to give you some advice to take precautions here.
Bring a Dalmatian with you, because dogs are good at finding suspicious people.
You Canadians are way too trusting. And Lance, get a gun.
Yeah, man. You can never be too safe in these Craigslist streets.